Howdy folks, welcome back to Street Russ. Today, you're gonna get to meet a new car. The deal just kind of fell in my lap this morning, and I'll explain that deal later, but right now, we got the car trailer ready. I will not be hauling it with the Durango. I'm gonna meet my buddy there with his Dodge truck. He's gonna tow it home for me. The Ford F-250 is, I don't have the lights wired or anything. It's not ready to go for towing. Anyway, I got the new 12,000 pound. When I say new, I bought it like a year and a half ago. It's been sitting in the shop. Got it wired, got it tested. It's good. So we are going to bebop. We are going to bebop about 15 miles from the house. And in Northwest Arkansas, in this traffic, 15 miles means about 30 to 40 minutes. So in the afternoon. Thankfully, this is the last day of school. So, hey, we'll meet you at the place where we're going to pick up the car. All right, folks. There she is. Ooh, I didn't realize the windshield was broke. Ah, that stinks doo-doo butt. Anyway, 68. It says Ford XL. There it is. And you want to talk about street rust, there it is, folks. Look at that roof. But I got such a good deal on this thing. And I have a history with this vehicle. I'll share that with you later. But for what I paid for it, there's no way but to come out on top on this. Anyway, I'm trying to look for some badging here. It's definitely a 68. What do they call that? A fastback? Not sure. It's like the 68 Galaxy I had, but it's a little fancier. Boy, that top, we're gonna have to figure something out. I may have to put a new top on it or make it into a convertible. Might just make it into a convertible. Anyway, it is what it is. Got a killer deal on it. It's got the 390. Let's see if I can remember how to open this. Yeah, I'll figure that out. Right now, I'm waiting on my buddies to help me get this loaded. I'm gonna go ahead and get the wheels on real quick here, okay? And got my eye on this Prospector. They got a family member that's supposed to be picking this up. They're moving, and I told them, if they pass on, don't pick it up, give me a holler. That'd be a ride right there. Okay, let me get these wheels on. We'll get a trailer. We gotta get a trailer hooked up to the truck, and we'll get it backed up here and get back with y'all. Folks, we're gonna get it strapped down and get on the road. Okay, folks, we made it home. Here it is. I wanted to, you can look at the sky. It's a little blue, but it's a little ominous because there you go. It's supposed to start raining tonight and rain for like 3 days. So we're not gonna be able to do much with this car to include get it started. But what I wanna do real quick is just give you an overview, and keep in mind when you say this thing's a piece of junk, it's a rust bucket. Well, number one, this is street rust, right? Our channel is named after that right there. And you know, the goal here on this car as of right now, get it running, get it drivable, get it cleaned up, get it safe, get the brakes, you know, get everything functioning and turn it over to somebody else. Now, if you look back at some of my videos, I think last summer, I rebuilt that 4300. The gentleman who owned this car is a friend of a good friend of mine. So we're acquaintances, and I had built that carburetor for him so I could do a video. So this, my friends, is supposed to be a 390. And of course the VIN isn't up here, and I can't open the doors. You can see how much room we have there. Look how much room we had. Look, when somebody did this trailer years ago, they tilted those fenders in. I'm gonna have to, well, first of all, it's everything this trailer's got to haul this car. So we're gonna have to get a bigger trailer, a bigger truck, all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, the VIN is in the door here. So not gonna be able to look at that right now and read codes, and I gotta get this covered up before it starts raining. Got about an hour of daylight. So anyway, 390. I believe that was a 4300 that I did the video on and rebuilt it. I have heard this engine run. So the battery is deader than Jimmy Hoffa. Let's see, how can I show this to you? Okay, let's get that up here, and I mean, it ain't registering nothing. But what I may do real quick, what I'll try is go ahead and throw a battery charger on here for a couple of minutes and see if I can get this thing at least to crank off. We got some starter fluid. Ooh, there's some in there too. So, you know, all the AC stuff's got to go. That stuff's a mess. It just reduces your horsepower and drags the airflow on the car, right? So anyway, and these rims, oh gosh, these rims, as cool as they probably were in the 70s, they got these little offset things on them right there, and they're universal rims. I may just have to get some, you know, some stock OEM black rims or something like that. The inside, actually, what's it smell like? It smells like a dog's butt that he just drug across a moldy carpet. Something to, Derek is much better at that than me. But anyway, dash actually looks fairly decent compared to, if you go back and look at some of my earlier videos, some of the earliest stuff I was working on was that 68 Galaxy. It had this one's got the center console, the shifter. I'm going to guess it's a C4 transmission. We gotta look at that headliner. It's not too bad, but we got to figure out something with this top. This is what happens when you have a vinyl top that's not taken care of. And you can see remnants of that vinyl top. It was black, okay? So, and I think this is going to clean up really good. So let's see. Trunk, I used the master key right there. Someone had already been into it, and ain't much going on in here. You can see that it's pretty solid. This is where the fuel tank is. The fuel tank doesn't set flat. It's up like this, and it does have a new fuel tank. Can we see that? Let's see if we can see that. We can't see that from here. It does have a brand new fuel tank in it. So that's a bonus round. All these cases, they're trash. I mean, you know, none of this is worth saving. That's for sure. I haven't even looked into it. I don't even know what's in here. Well, that's okay. So there's the trailer. Okay, see my foot? That's the trailer. Same exact thing in my 68 Galaxy 500. It had a lot of rust here, but all this was solid up here. So I think that's easily fixable with a trunk plan. I don't know what we got here. Is there anything in there? It feels like there's something in there. Oh, that's out. More rusty tools. More rusty tools. Oh, that's a keeper. We got a little bearing puller thing there. These are, ooh, nut driver. I bet there's $100 under that. Anyway, got the CB antenna, and there is actually, I'll show you. Let's see if there's anything. No. Oh, little baby pliers. So anyway, what was in here? Jeep tools. All right, no jack, no nothing. Don't even know what that is. Somebody had Cheeto Puffs. Oh, we know what this is. This goes, and Ford is famous or infamous. This would go off of the exhaust manifold, and this screws into the side of the choke on the carburetor. And that's that carb that I rebuilt. Somewhere in here in the choke is where that screws in. Then it's broke off down here in the exhaust manifold. And I think the last time when we started this up in the video, there was a very distinct exhaust leak, and I believe it was on this side. So, I'll tell you what else? Anything else cool here? I can't see the mileage. I don't know what's going on with the odometer. It's too dark. Pretty cool brake pad down there. There's the CB laying down there. And look at that radio. That radio may be a candidate for the truck. Yeah, I need one with dials like that to go like that. Anyway, there's some miscellaneous stuff laying around in here, but nothing significant. Can't see what those speakers are back there. Obviously, yeah, I think we're gonna need a new windshield. We might be able to make that one work. What do y'all think? So, what badges were here? I need to figure that out too, because that's pretty cool. And there's a bunch missing. They're all missing on the other side, right there. But got the 390. Don't believe it's a positive rear end. I need to look at that. I'm pretty sure it's not. We'll see if it's an 8-inch or 9-inch. You know, with the 390, I don't know. We'll see. What else? Got the mirror on this side in 68. Just like the Newport sitting in the garage over there, they didn't put mirrors on the passenger side. Does it have a rear view mirror? I didn't even look at that. Shazam! Don't see one. It's probably laying in here somewhere. Anyway, let me throw a battery charger on this real quick and get our remote starter, and let's see if it'll just crank over, because I want to get this video done. I got to get back to work on the Newport. I got a project on it going on, but I wanted y'all to see. And hey, I know this is green. Okay, it's just coincidence. I got a green Newport 68 Chrysler, which is that frost green. I've got the 70 F250, that was candy apple red from the factory. Somebody painted it almost a frost green. And then this is the same green. I don't know what hue, what color it's called. But you know, this is gonna clean up good. Look at that. There's some good paint under there. Just that vinyl top. That was the kicker about this car. And I was actually looking at a red Fiero down south of me in Fort Smith online, and I was going to inquire about it, but then this conversation came up this morning, and the deal was just too good to pass up. So, yet another Ford, yet another green car. But I think the goal here is going to be to get this stabilized, running, driving, and pass it on to someone else. So anyway, let me get a battery charger on here, and we'll be back. All right, folks, this battery is graveyard dead. Graveyard dead. And I'm not, I got another battery sitting here. It won't fit in there. Not messing with that because it's fixing to rain, it's fixing to get dark. But what I want, I'm going to do a quick video on this. I'm going to put this video out, kind of a bonus video. You know, before you can work on the car, before you can do videos on a car, you gotta have the money, and you gotta go buy it, and you gotta go bring it home. And that's what you saw today. To me, that's half of it right there, is getting the car landed, especially when you're on a budget. This old rinky-dink trailer I bought 2 years ago had a bent axle. I used some 20-ton jacks and some 6x6s and some straps. I straightened the axle, I put some new tires on it, I saved my pennies, and I got a winch. I still need a box on the front to put the winch controls in. We're working on all that. But you're going to see a lot more of this car. What I would like to know in the comments down below is, what do you think I ought to do with this? If you had this, what would you do with it? Because here's what's not going to happen. It's not going to sit here in my driveway for a year and not touch it. What do I need to do with this vehicle to get it ready to pass on to the next person? So, hey, thank you all very much for watching. Please subscribe, because by subscribing, that enables me to do this kind of stuff. And I think we're at like 628 subscribers. I need like 1,000 times that. So please take a second. It's free to you. Abundantly blesses me. Just go down below there and subscribe. And I would greatly appreciate it. We'll be bringing you more quality videos. So thank y'all. Good evening and be blessed.